Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 4th. Wow, I mean, it looks like a big social week for you. I don't know how else to say it. You have a lot of people showing up here just in general. So a lot of you could be doing a lot of socializing. A lot of you could be dealing with bosses and people at work. And, the list goes on and on here. Even like children and friends comes up here. So let's get started. You start off with the Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades actually I think is you this week. I think this is the energy you will be kind of exhibiting this week, the Queen of Spades type energy. The Queen of Spades is all about jumping into new things, I always say, and all about just getting started on things, even if there is fear behind it. To me, the Queen of Spades represents somebody who is willing to, start something without knowing, I always get this image in my head. I'll just explain it this way with the Queen of Spades, where it's like she's looking through a door of, like, darkness, and she's willing to just jump right through it, and not without knowing what's on the other side. So I think it's, I always say to people whenever they get this card to, if you're looking for a job, go for a job you don't think you can get. Go for something where maybe you don't know all the details. This is a card of not needing to know all the details and just kind of figuring it out as you go along. So, kind of maybe reach for that job you don't think you could get, or maybe even reach for that relationship that you don't think you could get. It's that type of card of really trying to get to a whole nother level. Just as a side note, be careful of anything that seems to be, too good to be true this week, especially with this card. There can be a lot of tricky things, but you'll know, because again, it will, somebody could come to you and try to trick you, but it will just seem to be too good to be true. Next, you have the King of Hearts. Long-term message for you, Virgo, about possible water signs coming in for you relationship-wise, and having a possible relationship with a water sign. So that's definitely the first thing. The second thing I would say is that this also represents a return of your energy, kind of represents your ships coming in. You end with the Six of Hearts, which you've been getting a lot, and also when I read for you Virgos in just personal readings, a lot of you get the Six of Hearts as well. But the King of Hearts represents your ships coming in and things coming back to you, maybe even energy you've put out. You could be hearing messages back from things that you asked about a while ago, and all sorts of things there. But it's also a very good romantic card just in general if you're already in a relationship. Very good romantic week for you possibly this week with this card. Next, you have the Queen of Clubs. Could be a friend or a boss coming to you, delivering you a message. I'd say, just as a side note, also, again, you have four court cards here. Stay open to messages. Stay open to things that people say to you, for sure. But the Queen of Clubs could be like a friend or somebody coming to you and, being very social. You could just be socializing a lot this week. With a card like this, it can just represent friends in general and going out with friends and things. Let's see, what else? It's also a card of using your charm and being very charming. You also have the Jack of Clubs here, so a lot of you maybe need to be very charming. I would say if any of you are involved in sales or something like that, these are great cards for being in sales and charming. It's also great for negotiations. You have the Six of Hearts as well, so again, having these two cards would be good for negotiating and selling. Next, you have the Jack of Clubs, like I said. A card of just having fun this week. Whenever jacks come up, and let's see, what else do you have here? Yeah, I mean, I would say it's good for just having a fun week. This is also a card of honesty and being as honest as you can this week and being very trusted. I would say that actually, really for you, what this represents is the fact that you just are maybe a trusted, like, advisor or something to somebody, and they might need your help this week. So definitely, help those people out. It could benefit you, I would say. Whenever this card comes up, I always think of that. It's like this two-way type of relationship where somebody maybe comes to you and they need help, but also I think that they will be able to help you as well. Next, you have the Two of Diamonds. Perfect match at work, matching up with like a perfect job or a perfect business. If you're retired, this could be even you matching up with like some sort of investment or something like that. That could be very beneficial to you. So I like to see that for you. To be honest, I'm getting, though, investments I would wait until later on in the year. So, just something to think about. But a very good card. It can also represent a large check, a large amount of money coming into you all at once. And then finally, again, you have the Six of Hearts. Really, for you this week, I think that there could be a lot of negotiating, a lot of need to negotiate this week and negotiate with people. I mean, we're constantly negotiating, right? Everything we do is a negotiation. We're constantly trying to, create harmony in relationships. We're constantly trying to, do whatever, and everything really is a negotiation in a lot of ways. So This card, I think, says that there will just be a nice flow for you this week. It is a card of harmony, so I really like to see that. But it looks like an interesting week, but a good week. So thank you for watching.